welcome to Issues and Insights. I'm your host today, Alina Chesser, and I'm joined by Mayor J.J. Duvall and by Josh Basham from Basham and Red Hill Cutlery, correct? So let's start. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do for the community?
Yeah, so obviously, been, I guess, involved in politics in the Radcliff community since 2006. Served as city council person for several years, and then economic director, and then been mayor for 3 terms. And of course, get to see lovely people like yourself and stuff at events, and got to, like people like the Bashams who've been in our community for many years. And it's been a great partnership and things we've worked on to get our community going in the right direction.
Yeah. So, Josh, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your family?
We've been in business for over 60 years, all in Radcliff the entire time. We branched out in 2004 and started Red Hill Cutlery. Then we relocated our new location in 2020. So
That's great. And we're here to talk about bourbon and blades today.
Yeah.
So I have been, and it is a great time. Can you tell us when it started and why you guys got it started?
honestly, it started when we got to our new location by Boundary Oak Distillery. So we wanted to do something for the community at the time. There wasn't a lot of concert events at the time, so we got with the Radcliff and worked on it and called it Bourbon and Blades. It took off, and now we've gone, this is our 6th year going.
That's great.
Did we start in 19 or 20? I'm trying to remember. 19?
We started in 19.
Was it 19?
And then
Yeah.
that was the COVID year, so we
Yeah.
had to have the
That's
concert.
right.
So the next year we
Everybody remembers those.
Right.
Everybody remembers
Right.
those years, yeah.
So when is the event?
Saturday, September 6th. It's the Saturday after Labor Day.
And can you tell us the best time to arrive at the event?
It kind of depends on what you want to do for the day. If you're in for just the concert, the event starts about 4 or 5 o'clock. If you're in for the whole day, which there's a knife show and a lot of stuff going on all day, you come in we start at 10 a.m.
And that knife show's been going on for how many years now?
This is probably 25 years. At
Yeah.
least.
And can you tell me how people can get there and their parking situation at the event?
Yeah, so we also want to mention Boundary Oak Distillery.
Yes, of course.
Because the bourbon
Yeah.
hits, and then the blade side, obviously. And so the city owns there's a land lease with the Boundary Oak Distillery side, and so that's why we had partnered with them many years ago to be kind of an all-inclusive event where the city, tourism, of course, with their show, Boundary Oak there. And so up there, if you've ever been up there, for those that haven't, it's located right off of Joe Prather Highway, 313, right behind the Colton Steakhouse, Holiday Inn Express, Candlewood Suites. And right adjacent to that, behind the Hampton Inn, there's a huge parking field.
Okay.
And we work with the owners. They have a good relationship with them, and they allow us to use their field for parking because there's nothing there right now, obviously.
Yeah.
And so there's people out there. I think you guys get volunteers to come out and help point people in the right directions. There's a lot of signs. We shut the road down about 3 p.m. on that Saturday. And so if you're coming in, you want to come in off of Dixie Highway. You can come by Walmart, come around the Walmart, or you can turn there by Colton Steakhouse like you're going up to Colton's. Bourbon Trail. I think there's Bourbon Street, Bourbon Trail, and Bourbon,
Street.
yeah. So Bourbon Trail, and there's people to be able to guide you in, and the parking's really close. I mean, it's not a far walk at all. And I know you've been there, so you know it's not that
Yeah.
far. And then we try to offer some handicap parking right behind Red Hill Cutlery on the hill,
Okay.
next to where the VIP parking is.
Now, with that being said, I'm in a wheelchair and I have a specialized wheelchair so
Yeah.
I can get out. But if someone uses a walker or cane, can they get a ride on like the golf carts?
We do, yep.
Okay.
That we provide, and thanks to Dan Powers, they also offer, give us some golf carts. Trying to get a 6-seater this year. So we
Oh.
hope if he's listening, we're going to get a 6-seater. But we have those, and we have people that are on those, and people like what you just described are able to ride those up to the event.
That's great. So I know that this is a free event, right? And are there any tickets involved, like for closer seating or for VIP, anything like that?
Yeah, you want
Yeah, there's preferred seating. They're available through the city of Radcliff. They're $65 a piece. It gets you closer access to the stage and closer access to the bar and restroom areas. They usually go pretty quick, though. I'm not sure how many you've sold this year yet.
that was one thing, Ashley, and they get updated weekly on the sales. So
Yeah.
she'll know today how many more we have sold, but we've sold quite a few. There's only a limited number.
Right.
And so, there's plenty of seating, but some people just like to sit close.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing about our shows that we've been able to do. There's a big show going on the week before. and those are big shows, so you don't know where you're going to be at, and
Right.
you got to pay big money to be close.
Right.
Our shows are free, which means everybody has an opportunity, and it's very intimate. You're very close.
Yeah.
And if you've been there, you get to see you're sitting near the stage, or you're sitting very within a great viewing point of
Right.
the stage, and so it makes the shows just kind of more personable, and it really, you can enjoy your neighbors, your company, and also enjoy a good show.
There's really no bad seats
No.
at the event, to be honest
No,
with you.
I've gone
And
almost every year, so.
We're adding some bleachers
Oh.
this year. Not that that's going to be a huge thing, but it's just a different, you can elevate just a little bit.
Right.
And there's only a limited number of those seats, but those are open seating.
So, have you all ever thought about you're gonna do bleachers? Have you ever seen the wheelchair bleachers for people
No.
who are disabled?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen those, they might be a good asset too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because what happens at a concert, in case nobody really knows, is I can't stand up and everybody stands
Stand up
up
in
and
front of
I'm
you.
looking,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
in one little area, so.
Yeah.
But they do have those,
Oh.
if you all ever thought about it. Also, can you tell us who's gonna be singing this year?
They're all three from Kentucky. We're going to start off with Taylor Austin Dye. Mary Cutter's going to follow up with, she's from Nelson County, and then our headline's going to be Carly Pierce.
Awesome.
Carly Pierce was, I think, vocalist or woman
Entertainer of the
the
Year.
Entertainer of the Year a few years ago. So.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Probably one of the biggest acts we've booked, I think, thus
Yep.
far, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think she'll be a good show. I've already had some people reach out that has never been to our show that I know personally, like, hey, how'd you get her? Can we come? Like, is there?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good sign that it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. So, will there be vendors? I think it was only food trucks last year.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll just be food trucks
Correct,
this
yeah.
year. Do you know which ones will be there?
There's about 11 local area food trucks.
Oh, so it's
So,
going to be a big turnout.
Well, as the closer we get to this event, we see more of a feedback from the community, so we have to try to make sure we have enough trucks to meet the demand. This is a pretty unique event because it is a community event, but it's also at a tourism location. So ourselves with Red Hill Cutlery and Boundary Oak Distillery, we garner a lot of tourists. As of right now, I don't think I've even told you that yet. We have about 14 different states showing up for this.
Oh, wow.
From Florida to Washington states coming to this event. So
Wow, that's great.
we have with us and Boundary Oak Distillery, it's a weird event. It's a tourism and a local event all at the same time.
Yeah, that's great. So, how does it help the community? Because, food trucks are usually locally owned and, operated, and then we see, family-owned businesses just like yours. So how does that impact the community?
Well, I think back when we started, Brent is going to almost be there 10 years, so that goes back to 2015. We really started looking at what tourism could look like here because you had surrounding things that are going on, the Elizabethtown Sports Park, other opportunities, Bardstown being very close to us. And so when we started looking at this, a lot of people don't realize that, of course, the bourbon industry everybody knew about. When you look at the knives, I remember as a kid going to Smoky Mountains, and there used to be a huge knife show or knife store there as a kid, and I remember that. And when you think about what they do here, you put it in the same box. And I always bought knives for my dad for Christmas or his birthday and stuff. So one day I'm in there with Josh, and we're talking. He goes, "Have you ever thought about making Radcliff the knife capital of Kentucky?"
Oh, that'd be
And
cool.
I was kind of like, huh? I kind of looked at it, I was like, what? So he told me about a place in Texas. And so working with Dean Schmore, who was our representative at the time, and Jeff Greer,
And Dennis Perry.
and Dennis Perry, that's right. And we were able to get it pass through the House and the Senate to recognize Radcliff and Red Hill Cutlery as the knife capital of Kentucky.
Oh,
And then you push that with the Guinness Book of World Records,
Yeah.
largest pocket knife, and you created this whole little tourism area that now we see today brings in, thousands of people on a yearly basis. And so with that helps stimulate that economic development, brings traffic flow, and so it just all around has been a really good
I
experience.
actually had some family from Eastern Kentucky come up just to see the knife.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Does it work? Does anybody close it and open it?" And I was like, I don't really know much about
Yeah.
knives,
It works. It just it's set at a
1,200 pounds, we have to have a crane to close.
yeah.
So let's talk about the knives a little bit.
Okay.
I have to admit, I know nothing about cutlery or knives or anything, so you'll have to educate me a little on that. So can you tell me the history, why you guys got started doing cutlery, and is it, just something that inspires you?
With the lumber company, winter is the worst months. It's always just to happen. Every hardware lumber store has that.
Yeah.
we always try to find another way to get into a market to where we could carry it through the winter. Once we started with a small little countertop display of 12 knives. It grew into a larger, like gets old jewelry store displays. It just grew and grew and grew. So eventually when we remodeled our drywall building where we stored our drywall, remodeled it into a knife store. And then it got bigger, and then we had the opportunity to move out there, which was a godsend really for us for tourism in the area and for us.
Right off Joe Prater.
Oh God, it was a great location. So it started off as another way to earn a little income during the holidays. It turned into a business that generates a lot. We have a website, a social media following. We do our own designs in-house.
I want to interrupt you too,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
one of the things that happened, and he remembers when we're sitting there with Senator Parrott on the floor. I'm on the floor with the senator.
You love that
There,
story.
yeah, I do, because there was a guy, another senator that was adjacent to us.
Yeah.
And I heard him like underneath his breath, yeah, knife capital of Kentucky, what a joke. Like he's literally saying this, and I'm hearing him. And as Senator Parrott stood up and started reading their numbers and sales and how much they distribute and how many other states they send product to,
Yeah.
that guy voted yes. So that, when you actually hear their numbers and you hear what it actually provides and the income and the revenue and where they send knives to and everything else, it changed people's mind on why this is the knife capital of Kentucky.
And that leads us into
Not to
another
cut you off.
question.
No,
Yeah, I just love that
think
story.
That I always tell that story, and the fact that that's the fastest thing that's ever gone through.
Yes,
It was
yeah.
Christmas. It was right around the holidays, and I think by
That next session.
spring
Yeah.
we were in Frankfurt. So,
Hey, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
You guys got it done.
Yeah.
So with that being said, can you give us some numbers? Can you tell us where you shift to?
I can't really disclose a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
It's still a business at the end of the day. I can't really go
You know,
into a lot of that stuff, but no, we've grown, leaps and bounds from what we used to do. We're still
He's afraid I'm going to tax him more. He may be.
no, we do a lot under the table. No, I mean we do. The neat thing about the neat thing about the knife business is, and I really think there's a common trend with even the bourbon industry. It's a collectible market at the end of the day. It's something that spurs memories from older times, and it's a traditional thing. It's a big thing in our business. We do a lot of our own design stuff and everything else in house. So.
That's wonderful. So is there a tour, or can people just come and look? How
There's
does
a
that
museum.
happen?
There's a knife museum.
That's what I was
there.
going to say.
Yeah.
It's all self-guided. It's kind of like any other museum you go to. The showroom's the largest in the state. We're probably, I think last time I was asked, I think we're third or fourth in the U.S. as far as size goes. So,
That's awesome.
and then we have
So-
the world's largest on tops.
Do you all sell all of the knives, or do you have some that are just strictly for the museum?
Yeah, the museum stuff is Dad's personal collection.
Okay.
He adds to it daily, to be honest with you. Not daily, really.
But when he finds stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
He is always hunting for something.
What type of knives does he like? Does he have some that?
He has some stuff that, I mean, it's hard to say. He has stuff that dates back to his childhood, he's 70 years old this year. He has stuff that dates back to the turn of the century.
Wow.
He has stuff that people, not many people know it. A long story short, but it's a case when they didn't get into the knife industry for a long time. They were in the dairy farm business. He has a milk jug.
Yeah, the jug.
That has double X's on it
Yeah.
from before they got into the knife business. So
Wow.
it predates Case, which is 136 years old.
Yeah.
So he has some stuff that's pretty.
That's pretty
invaluable.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite one then? Do you have a favorite knife that you like?
It's like asking to pick your favorite child.
Like them all.
Yeah, like 'em all.
Well,
And they sell sword. I mean, you have a lot of other
It's
things.
everything.
Yeah. They
Okay,
have a lot
so
of things.
it's not just like pocket knives and
No,
stuff
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
It's a wide
Kitchen,
variety.
tactical. We sell from everybody to the farmer to the EMT or the police and active duty. So we sell it's all across.
Yeah, and not that it's a lot of in his lobby, but it's they also almost like a Cracker Barrel in some areas.
Oh,
they have
that's cool.
stuffed animals, toys.
Coonskin caps, everything.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna have to go in there now.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
think you know my husband. I'm sure because he worked for Basham's for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't have a whole lot of free time because he works too.
Yeah.
But I'll have to make a point because I'm learning a lot right now,
definitely.
and that's great.
I've not had a lot of people say that I'm not into knives and come in and not leave with something because there's a lot more than just.
Yeah.
We're not pigeonholed in one area. We kind of make it to a gift. We have a gift shop now. It's turned into a tourist thing. Like if you went to the beach or Smoky
Yeah.
Mountains or wherever, you get a T-shirt, you get a hat, whatever. So it's,
Yeah,
it's
my
turned
boys,
into a huge thing.
we got a picture of us four, my two boys and Josh, with their first knife when they were little little
Aw.
kids. So they still have them. It's in their drawer. Yeah. So
I bought one for my husband from you guys online, but I haven't been inside. It was a Halloween kind of theme knife because we got married on Halloween.
oh, did you?
So, we always
Your
try and put
anniversary, yeah.
something, yeah.
Halloween's it's a big market for us. You believe
Yeah.
it or not,
Really?
it's crazy. Yeah.
I think it's getting bigger anyways. I think just in totality of
Yeah.
everything.
Just go to Lowe's.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
yeah.
the animatronics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we haven't heard from Boundary Oak much. Do you know if maybe they could come in at some point too? and
Yeah,
interview?
Brent stays pretty busy. He's out. He doesn't like the limelight, is what I'm going to say. Brent's going to see this and start laughing. But no, and I would say Boundary Oak has always been a good partner. Of course, we partnered with them almost like I said 10 years ago to bring them there. And it's been a good partnership as far as seeing the growth and opportunity that the bourbon industry has had, and having a craft distiller that's on the bourbon trail helps having more folks come there because
Right.
people want to get the cards and the stamps. Of course, Brent's on that trail, and it really helps both businesses that are located up there because they're similar, as you said a minute ago, in offering kind of people to come unique experience where they get to come do the bourbon and they get to come see the knife thing, and so it's a nice partnership between the two.
Right.
We've looked from the tourism standpoint. We've looked at other opportunities that we're trying to see where we can bring something that complements what we already got going on there.
Now, do you know if they're going to do tours and tastings on that day?
Yeah, they usually
Yeah,
do.
it's-
Yeah, they're
yeah,
open
they'll
that
do
day.
it.
Yep.
Okay, that'll be great. Well, I'm really glad that you guys came and talked to us, and I'll definitely be out there.
Absolutely. We'd
And
love to have you out
it's
there.
going to be a blast, I'm sure, just like every other year. that
Oh
I've
yeah,
been.
it's good, and we tell people, come out. You can get online, and Josh can tell you some of the websites here in a second. But get online. The one thing is, there's a number of sponsors we want to mention. We won't mention them here, but there's a number of sponsors that really help put this on. To have this opportunity to have a free show the week before, there's a huge concert going on here, and to have a free show that's being offered, whether you like country, whether you don't like country, but just to come out, just like the fireworks. You were at the
Yeah.
fireworks. Tons of people come out, tons of people enjoy. We had a great show, great time.
It was.
And that's what this is. People
Yeah.
want something to do in your community. This is something that there's so many partnerships here. And, thanks to their idea that they had 6 years ago to do this, it really brings people out. It's a fun night. It's a good time. There's drinking, there's laughing, there's food,
That's great.
free music. What
Yeah.
more do you need?
Fun,
That's right.
family friendly.
Yep.
Bring the whole family out. It's a good event.
Yep.
Well, thanks for being with us, and we're really excited for this show, and I am glad you guys were able to come today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.